growth strategies coming to you live in the art of attracting high ticket clients on LinkedIn group. I have been an online entrepreneur now for 12 years, figuring these things out. So what I'm going to share with you in today's video is the top tools that I use to create my online sales funnel that's so successful. And no, it's not ClickFunnels. So stay tuned for that, and also type in the comments, let me know that you're here. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube or someplace else, then also comment as well, so that way I can know what it is that you're using, and if you find this information valuable, I would definitely appreciate that. So the first tool that I use, and again, I've used some complicated things in the past. This is my third business, so these tools that I'm going to be sharing with you today are the very much tried and true tools, and not the super expensive or super complicated ones, because I have made those mistakes myself. And so here we go. So the very first tool that starts our funnel off is actually LinkedIn. So, as you know, we do send invites on LinkedIn, and if you've been in this group for a while, I do send invites on LinkedIn. And that's the first part. Now, what do you do with that? How do you create the funnel? We send them then either to book a call or to the webinar. So the first process that we use to host the webinar, I used to use Stealth Seminar, but now I'm using the same tool that I've been using for 5 or 6 years, but actually to host my webinar on my own website, and that's Optimized Press. And that's Optimized Press, and it's a plugin or a theme. It's actually a theme for WordPress. And what's great about this is, first off, it's only $150, a one-time fee, and that lasts you for 3 years with updates for 3 years. Now, after 3 years are up, because WordPress continues to update, and so you're going to need to reinvest that $150 again. But that makes it like a couple of dollars a month, if that. And so why I use Optimized Press and what all that it will do for you is it's actually landing pages or lead pages, or it's those front forward pages that people can opt into your webinar, or that you can do put different things on it, and it just like lead pages or just like ClickFunnels. And I used to use lead pages, but I think that's like $50 a month or something like that. ClickFunnels is $97 a month, I believe. But this Optimized Press is a one-time $150. And what's great about that as well is it's very easy to use. It's very intuitive, and they have a bunch of sample pages or templates that you can use. And it also doubles as the membership site as well. So I host my high ticket program on Optimized Member, which you get with the theme of Optimized Press for that same $150. So I know a lot of people use Kajabi or ClickFunnels to host their programs, their online courses and training programs, or in a membership site. It's absolutely unnecessary to use those, which again, it's a monthly fee. I don't know how much Kajabi is, but I've had people that come to my program that then are using Optimized Press, where they've used Kajabi, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. It's in WordPress that I'm used to. It's very easy and simple to use. And so I use that Optimized Press to lock my membership information behind it. So whenever I get a new client, we just simply add them as a user to my site, and then it sends them the information that they need, the passwords, and it automatically unlocks. I don't have my program unlock all at once. And the reason why I don't do that is because human nature, people are going to want to jump in and go to pick and choose and go to the webinar or go to something else, where actually my program is built very step by step. I put a lot of thought into it, and it's actually the fastest way to help my clients get going and create their program, get their messaging, launch their traffic funnel from LinkedIn, and then create their webinar, and then be able to do the high ticket sales. And so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for people to get in there and start with the webinar when we don't have that whole other process up. So it unlocks as they go throughout the program, and the Optimized Press or Optimized Member, which you get with Optimized Press, is included with that. So it manages all of that for me. So it looks like I've got some people on here now. Type in the comments and let me know, have you used Optimized Press, or are you using Kajabi, or are you using ClickFunnels? Again, I don't know how much Kajabi is, but this one time $150 for every 3 years fee, you get all of that included. And one of my coaches about 5 years ago actually turned me on to Optimized Press, and so I'm turning it on to y'all now. Hopefully you'll like it as much as I do, and my clients do as well. So the next tool that we use then is, you want for people to be able to automatically book a call with you, and either from the webinar or directly from LinkedIn. And so you need a calendar system that will actually allow your clients or your prospects to do that. And that can be its own landing page as well. And a landing page, for those of you who might not know what that is or what I'm meaning, it's also known as a squeeze page or an opt-in page or a registration page or a sales page. It's where you send them to one page and you have one call to action, one action that you're wanting them to take. You don't, which is register for the webinar, or book a phone call, or to watch the testimonial videos, or to watch the webinar. So you're not really wanting them to, you don't want to send people to your entire website where it's just overwhelming. There's so many different things for them to get lost on, when really you want for them to book a phone call with you so you can speak with them one-on-one and decide if your program is a good fit for them, if you want to work with them. And that's how you do high ticket sales. You don't want to do it just on a membership site, just on a sales page for offers that are $4,000 or more. You want to be able to actually do that on the phone. So when I first started off, I used setmore.com for my calendar system, and it's free. Setmore.com. And that's what we still get my clients started on, because it's the easiest one to get started on and to use. I do now use, because I have sales teams, and it's a lot easier to use with sales teams. YouCanBook.me is the URL for that. It's YouCanBook.me, and it's $10 a month per calendar that's linked to it, and it also does SMS text messages and reminders. I'm able to do a lot of complicated, like if-then statements, like if they book with me, then they get this Zoom link, because we do our sales calls on Zoom. So I send them, this link, and if they book with, Curtis or Andrea or somebody else, then it'll automatically send them the link, the right Zoom link. So it's pretty it's not intuitive, but I was like, oh, you have to have a master's to get that to work. But once you figure it out, it's not that, I love it. You can book me, and it automatically, for that $10 a month, it automatically will add the calendar event onto my calendar. It sees if I'm available, and then it will automatically add a calendar event onto my to the prospects calendar as well. So I think that's great. It does send, again, SMS/text reminders. So that's really, really, really good. And so that's You Can Book Me. And another reason why I like You Can Book Me is they have different kind of themes, that you can pick a theme that looks good for you, so it looks like its own landing page or its own registration page, and so that's great. Either Setmore or You Can Book Me, I do embed my calendar page onto a website page using Optimized Press, and so it's really easy to be able to embed that. And the reason why I do that is because one, you're able to track on your own website, how many people that are actually hitting that registration page versus how many people that book a call. And so you can see if there's something the matter with your page. Is that why they're not booking, or what's going on? You can use that as a tracking. And I actually put my my testimonial videos down below where they can book a call. I don't want to mix it up where I get people, following my own advice here, where people then get confused or they start following too many other things. But it's a good idea to have a little bit of social proof there. It's like, hey, this makes sense. I'm going to book a call with this lady, and all of my videos talk about how to book a call as well. So that's what I recommend using and what I use, and that's how you piece things together. Again, just to keep track here of the sales funnel, is that we send invites on LinkedIn and messages on LinkedIn, and I do use an automation tool for that. So that's the outreach, and then we invite them to either book the phone call or to the webinar, and that's the phone call is with Setmore or You Can Book Me, and then the webinar is with Optimized Press. So to there, and then once they book that phone call, I do want to get like a pre-call application, a form, so that way before the call that we can know more. Is this person going to be a good fit? Is it worth their time and our time? Does it make sense to do that phone call? And so I use Google Forms for that. It's super simple. I love it. It's free. So that puts together my funnel. And what's great about it is you're able to, with Google Forms, and for those of you who don't know, but that's like on a Google Drive, and you're able to use Google Forms and collect the information, and then it'll email you and email them, if you set it up that way, what it is that they say. And on that form, I just ask, what type of clients are you looking for? So that way I can kind of weed them out if they're looking for like housekeeping clients or something like that. I mean, I'm not going to be the best person to help them with that because I help coaches and consultants get high ticket clients online using LinkedIn. So I'll just let them know, hey, it's not going to be, my system is not going to be the best for you. And I'll maybe try to point them in the right direction. But I will cancel that call based on the pre-call. And I also find out, do they have the resources to invest, or can they get access to the resources to invest? Or do they want to keep their business and income exactly the same? If that's the case, then this breakthrough call is not for them. And so that's why I use that pre-call form from Google Docs. Actually Google Forms, sorry, to be able to create it. It's simple and easy. But here's the insider tip here for Google Forms. There's actually, I call it a puzzle piece it's an add-on for Google Forms that will automatically send them a nicely written email after they complete the form that has links to, I want for them to watch my webinar before the call. I want for them to check out some of my case studies and testimonial videos before the call. I've got an ebook there that they can watch, and then I do invite them to join this group, because that's where, and if you do have a website, that would be the time to send them to a website or send them to something. After they book the call with you, then send them something that lets them know a little bit more about you and some of the results that you've helped your clients achieve. So that's a great opportunity for that. Now, I don't know what that is called, but it's just a little puzzle piece that goes in the top of the Google Forms, and you're able to, again, it has the editor and everything like that, so you're able to hyperlink. You're able to send them automatically, when they complete that form, an email that tells them, I say congratulations, and I let them know that we've approved their call, and I give them the links for things to watch. And then you can get that as well. So I have it sent to me, and I have it sent to the recipient or the person who completed that form. And so I use those, are great. It's automatically, so that's a funnel. An automatic sales funnel is where we're funneling people from LinkedIn through this entire process without using ClickFunnels or without using Kajabi and without using Lead Pages or some of these more complicated or expensive tools. Now, after they opt into my webinar or they book a call with me, I like to keep in touch with them. And so those things opt them into my email list. And the email list provider that I use is ActiveCampaign. Now, I love ActiveCampaign. It's very easy to use, and it's super nominal to get started on, and super nominal even whenever you have their advanced accounts and you have more list members. But I believe you're able to get started with a free trial, and then as low as, I think it's $9 a month for ActiveCampaign. And it has wonderful tracking abilities. So whenever I put links in my email and automation and campaigns and all of that, the complicated things like what Infusionsoft or Confusionsoft, I think they've changed their name to Keep because they didn't like that Confusionsoft, because it is very complicated. In my second business, I actually invested I think it was like $1,800 up front, then $350 per user per month. For Infusionsoft / Keep. I don't know how much it is right now, but that was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago that I did that, and it was very confusing. It was so many steps, and it was just really complicated. I even had to get a consultant to help me just with that. And it's absolutely, unnecessary today. ActiveCampaign has all the same features as that, except for it's easier to use. It's way more intuitive to create the campaigns, and it's cheap. Again, even whenever you have like 2,500 members on your list, it's still just like $70 a month. But whenever you start off, I think under 500, it's just $9 a month. And what's great about that as well, in addition to tracking, so whenever I send links in my emails, it will let me know what pages that people are going to on LinkedIn. I can create, on my website, and I can create other actions based on that. So if they click this link, then I can then have it to start to send them another email, or have them take another, it has another action that I want for them to do based on if they click this link or click that link. And I can see what people are doing, which helps to let me know, okay, wow, they've checked out all these videos. They're ready to buy, we need to get them on the phone, or move forward with that. That makes them a hotter lead. And ActiveCampaign actually sends my SMS or text messages as well. Whenever I'm running a sale, or I've got something special that I'm wanting for people to know, I will absolutely send text messages. If you're on my email list, then you know that. So ActiveCampaign, again, is the email database that I use, and it's so cheap, and it's very intuitive, and I absolutely love it. Their support is really good as well. So I recommend that. And then the final tool, so that's my sales funnel, basically. Now, the final tool, well, I guess I'll give you two more tools here that I use, is we do phone sales. And so you can actually use, what I use is PayPal as my merchant, and I do have a Stripe account as well, but I use PayPal as my merchant because then I'm able to offer to my clients PayPal credit. And so we'll actually take that phone call, we do phone sales here, so we will take their credit card payment on the phone, or if they're doing PayPal credit, then we'll handle that on the phone as well. And I don't know if you're familiar with PayPal credit or not, but PayPal credit is a way to give you, for on approved credit, of course, to give you 6 months to pay interest free. So if you're looking to have people invest in your programs and they're telling you that they don't have the resources, let them know about PayPal credit. And even if you've got somebody that has currently having sales in their business, like they're not brand new, and then you can actually, PayPal offers line of credit or business loans, or capital loans is what they call them, which is based on your previous history of sales, that they'll loan you a certain amount of money, which is awesome. So you can let your clients know about those resources as well. Now, the agreement, I do send my clients, I have them sign a user agreement after they have enrolled in the program, and we send them that. Everything fires once we get off the phone with them. We assign them, add them to the membership site. Then we send them an agreement using DocuSign.net, and that's, I think, DocuSign.net. And that's what we're allowed to set. I send agreements on there. You're able to save templates, so it just takes 2 seconds for me to send an agreement when we get a new client, and it's awesome that way. And then people will automatically, digitally, electronically sign this agreement using DocuSign. So that is a wonderful tool. I believe it's free for, I don't know if it's your first 5 or less than 5 a month or something like that. It's been a long time since I started off on that level, but quickly, I do the paid, and I think it's only like $200 a year or something like that whenever you have the paid. But I do love it, and again, you can get started on it, I believe, for free. So that's the simple, easy tools and easy sales funnels that I created, that I put together and that I use. That's easier than using ClickFunnels or Kajabi or some of these lead pages or some of these complicated things where you have to have a bunch of tools. And so this is the easiest, fastest, most economical way to launch your online business and have your very own online sales funnel from LinkedIn. So hopefully this was useful for you. If you want to type in the comments below and let me know what tools that you use, or if you now you're going to check out Active Campaign or Optimize Press, and come back and let me know, did you like it? You know, how was it so much better? Or maybe you made the switch. Because again, I've made these mistakes before. I have been at this, this is like my third business, so I've figured a lot of things out. And I'm happy to help my clients as well to figure these things out. I actually love it. And these are the things that I enjoy doing. And so if you are watching this on YouTube, then just go ahead and subscribe as well, so that way you can stay up to date with our videos. And if you would like to find out how you can make your first or next 6 figures online as a coach or consultant, then check out my web class that I have for you. It's at businesscoachaccelerator.com. And it is a very valuable web class. It's my first class that I make all my clients watch, because it talks about how you want to structure your business and how to get those high ticket clients online using LinkedIn. I reveal my complete ninja growth system for you in that webinar. But for it to be successful, for you to make your first $25,000 per month and $100,000 or more your first year, I mean, you got to have, as a coach or consultant, you got to have a lot of things there figured out, and you know, your pricing, your target, all of that, and your program. So that's what I talk about in that webinar. And again, that is at businesscoachaccelerator.com. I'll type that into the comments here. And you can go there now and sign up for it, and it is absolutely free. I've got it on demand. You can even see the Optimized Press page there for you as well, because it is on Optimized Press. So you can see, and then it links with Active Campaign, and so you can check that out for yourself. And then after you watch that webinar, then and you want to know how this would work for you, or you've got some more questions, or you would like to get that one-on-one support, I do offer a free breakthrough call where you can go to ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. Again, that's ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And you can pick a time to speak with either me or somebody on my team, a breakthrough coach, and what we'll do on that call is we'll give you tons of clarity, and we'll find out what's working for you and what maybe not right now. And if it looks like we can bridge that gap, then I'll absolutely let you know that. And we'll even map out our strategy specifically for you one-on-one on that call. And if it is a good fit, again, we'll let you know. If it's not a good fit, hey, that's fine too. You know, we definitely do not invite everybody into the program. You have to be an expert. You have to have a way of helping businesses or professionals. And you don't have to have a program right now. You don't have to have a coaching business, but you do need to have a way of helping people. You could be like most of the clients that come to us before they come to us, they're good at a lot of stuff. So you just need to figure out which one are you going to be the expert in and go with that. And we will help you to figure those things out, which one is the most valuable right now in today's marketplace, and we'll help you get out there and launch it successful. You know, I launched my coaching business now almost 4 years ago to $25,000 per month in the very first 8 weeks, and so those results are definitely possible for my clients as well. We've had some people do 60K months while they're in the program, 100K months while they're in the program. So that's just some of the things that are possible. So again, check out the web class to get started there, and that is at businesscoachaccelerator.com. And we will talk soon. Bye.